Hi, do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a question about your battery life there. And basically the question is this 10 hours of battery life, is that including the LCD being on? So,
Yes.
Let's say playing video or browsing the internet?
Yes, this is correct. This is 10 hours. This is with both battery. You have one battery on the tablet and you have another battery on the keyboard. Right now, I managed to run the system for 9 hours with playing MPEG-4 video in full screen at half of luminosity. So we are a little bit below what we have announced, but I mean with the kernel PM that is coming, we have a standard 2.6.29 kernel for the moment. I'm really expecting, and with some improvements that we are doing, I'm 10 hours battery life in the coming weeks.
Well, maybe not, because you would need all the CPU power to do your actual video decoding. But second part of my question is
the 9 hours that we are doing right now. This is MPEG-4 playing a full screen on the system.
Okay. Right. And in this basically this scenario, could you just give us an idea about how much power is going to the actual, let's say, OMAP 3, and how much power is going into the LCD and the backlight?
So this is an interesting question. I would say half-half. You can. It's a good rule of thumb to say half-half for both the map and the screen. You have also a lot of technology on the screen. I mean that are coming with a better power consumption screen, so it will help in the future. But to answer your question, this is really half-half.
Okay. And I was asking this question not actually because I wanted to know that, because I already knew that. It's only to point out to some of the people listening in that basically with these OMAP 3 and power saving and all this stuff, you still have to realize that when doing something like a notebook that has a large screen and a large backlight, there is still a lot of power going in all the other peripherals that are not. So it's not only the OMAP 3 there in the game, especially for video playback and the LCD on and all the stuff around. So that's a slight, let's say it's a slight dent there in the nice view that people have of all these chips, be it OMAP or somebody else's, that in the end in the full system there is more than that. And I come from a background of making portable multimedia players, and we know that. I mean, we've been using TI chips for a long time. And of course, they were all power saving, but in the end we saw, oops, there's still a lot of power going to other things that are not the actual chip. So this is something to always have to take in mind.
Yep, this is definitely correct, and I mean the screen is really taking a lot of power. USB is quite fine. I mean I was quite surprised, positively surprised by USB, but screen is really taking a lot of power.
Okay, and there's one other thing that is...
I'd like to try to move on to the next presentation.
Okay, fine.
Sorry about that.
Perhaps we can continue on the mailing list. I mean, if you have some question, I would be very fine to answer on the mailing list.
And then, Gregoire, are you also logged in currently to the IRC channel?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Yeah, I see you there.
Okay,
so,
thank you.
Thank you very much, Gregoire. Really appreciate it.
Okay, and there's one other thing that is...
I'd like to try to move on to the next presentation.
Okay, fine.
Sorry about that.
Perhaps we can continue on the mailing list. I mean, if you have some question, I would be very fine to answer on the mailing list.
And then, Gregoire, are you also logged in currently to the IRC channel?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Yeah, I see you there.
Okay,
so,
thank you.
Thank you very much, Gregoire. Really appreciate it.